What is going on, peeps? We are back. We have some more Apex content. I have a Mastiff analysis, probably way over the top, but let's get into it. So I wanted to do an overlay for this one because it's got some maths, some science, and I feel like it'll be easier to understand if I just talk about it a little bit. So let's jump in. So you can see the test setup. I got 3 meters away, did a hip fire and an ADS, and then from there I took a screenshot and I got a digital graph paper and I brought in a 100 by 100 millimeter grid. So I'll bring that up on the screen now. This graphic shows crypto right there. It's about like the average size hitbox, about 350 to 375 millimeters. ADS is 190 and hip fire is 250. We got two sides and an angle, peeps. We can calculate the triangle. Let's bring up the maths. The first triangle we'll calculate is ADS. So you can see, I'll throw it on the screen. We have 1.184 as our angle. I'm going to multiply that by 2, which is 3.628. That is the angle that the spread is coming out of the gun. This is hip fire. We got a 2.386er is the angle. So you got to multiply that by 2 again, which is 4.772. So 4.77 or 4.8 is the angle that the bullets are coming out when you're hip firing. Check this shit out. Bada shlaum. Alright, so I'll bring up the next spreadsheet. We got first column is spread. We got hip fire and ADS. Notice at the far right it says distance in meters. So that is going to relate to all those different rows there. So at 3 meters you got 250 and 190. At 6 you got 500 and 248. And at 9 you have 750 and 372. So hip fire, your spread over 3 to 9 meters is going to be 300%. It's a lot. 3 times, right? ADS only 196. Let's talk damage. That's what y'all want. Alright, so at 3 meters, hip fire in the body is 104, and so is ADS. At 6 meters, hip fire in the body is 78, and ADS is 91, and at 9 we have 52 and 78. And then moving down to damage fall off for hip fire and ADS on body, you have 50% and 25. Alright, moving over to the headshotus. At 3 meters, we have 96 and 128. 128 is the max damage you can do, alright? You are never going to be able to do more than that. That is a perfect scenario. Moving down to 6 meters on the head, hip fire is 64 and ADS is 80. And moving down to 9, we have 32 and 64. So our damage fall off for hip fire headshots is going to be 66. And the damage fall off is half for ADS. So, you know, as you would assume, aiming down sight is what you want to do, max damage. But Daniel, you said you were going to tell me what it all means. How has this helped me? I honestly have no idea. Basically, in closing, all this data tells us that always ADS with this thing. If you're really close range, you can get away with it, but if you're not, don't, because the damage is just not going to be there. There's too big of a fall off. The spread pattern is very weird. You got like what is that? We're used to peacekeepers, EVAs, you know, circular bullet spreads like you would expect with a shotgun, but because this is like a linear horizontal line, you have to ADS unless you're close. But if you do ADS, as you can see, like the damage multiplier is crazy. So this season, this is an extremely viable gun. I'm loving it. Let me know in the down there what y'all think. If you like more stuff like this, let me know. But that's going to be it for this one. This has ran far too long. Catch you in the next one, guys.